Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our presentation on our hydrogen fuel cell plane. Our goal was to make a green plane, not a literal green plane, but like a more environmentally safe, more energy efficient plane. Our UAV had to be aerodynamic. Our propeller had to power a fuel cell that uses distilled water and sunlight. It also had to be able to fly multiple days before refueling and must be combat ready.
The constraints of the plane are as follows. It must be able to carry a payload, powered by a fuel cell which powers the propeller, and must be able to fly in any weather. The fuel cell doesn't show on the outside of the craft. The price must not exceed 40 million US dollars. It must have high-level computer security and have an air-take system.
From the Tupolev, we took the idea of an air intake and a hydrogen fuel cell. From the Diamond aircraft to DA-20, we utilized the concept of charging a battery to store the power for our UAV. Like the Tupolev, the Antares DLR-H2 uses a fuel cell, such as a hydrogen fuel cell. And lastly, we modeled our UAV's body after that of the Phantom I UAV.
Our brainstorming solutions consisted of reducing the weight of the plane, using solar panels alone, a hydrogen fuel cell, use composite materials, a completely solar-powered plane, and wind turbines.
How our UAV works. The UAV would take oxygen from the air as well as hydrogen from a tank stored in the wings of the plane. With the addition of electricity from the solar panels located on the wings of the plane, the fuel cell would create energy to power the plane. The only byproduct is water, H2O.
This design relied solely on solar panels to power the plane's flight. This design uses a fuel cell to charge a battery and thereby power the propeller. Because it provides the plane with sufficient lift due to the long wingspan. This wing design also provides the plane with enough surface area to have solar panels on its wings, while still providing enough energy to power the hydrogen fuel cell. The air intake on top of the plane is large enough to provide the fuel cell with enough oxygen to have a steady power source to the UAV. The propeller is located on the rear of the UAV to provide thrust. The front of the plane stores the forward-facing cameras and has solar panels on the outside to provide more solar energy to the plane. In conclusion, the hydrogen fuel cell would allow the plane to carry a lighter fuel while still creating the necessary lift. In this day and age, UAVs are becoming more and more commonplace. Their only hindrance is their fuel capacity and flight time. Our UAV is able to fix both of these problems. Our UAV design is able to have a longer flight time as well as contributes nothing to our carbon emissions. These factors promote our design to be used in future UAVs.